explode.
Well, hello my needle drops. Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd. Hope y'all are doing well. Hope you had a good 4th of July weekend. And also, have to say, before we get into this album review, on theneedledrop.com right now there are a few tracks, a few MP3s that I highly recommend to you. A black metal band from Holyoke, Massachusetts that recently emailed me saying, "Yo dude, check out our demo." I did, and it was pretty good. You gotta listen to it. Link in the D-Box. This is the new Club 8 LP, The People's Record, and these guys are a Swedish boy-girl duo. And their musical taste is really all over the map, which is something that I can really relate to. Adding up all their LPs, EPs, and singles, these two have quite a few releases, and they've been active since 1995, and despite all that, this is really the first time I'm hearing about them. Their earlier stuff dabbled in drum machine pop, some very light indie rock, quaint bossa nova. It sounds as if these two have given a lot of ear time to bands like Camera Obscura, Belle and Sebastian, and even Nouvelle Vague. But this record is quite the surprise because it maintains the light, airy sounds of Club 8's earlier work and the strong female vocals, but takes this very unexpected trip into afropop. The kind of stuff you guys may have heard if you're a huge fan of Fela Kuti, or if you're aware of any of the compilation works put out by the fantastic record label Soundway Records. So this thing has a myriad of percussion, lots of very warm bass, sunny guitars, very infectious vocal chants, and some very stereotypically cheesy organ too. And of course, let's not forget the horns. Club 8 really does put their own spin on this style of music and makes it highly accessible, I would say, to a Western and European audience. Club 8 really has done their homework when it comes to this style of music and have maintained a lot of authenticity throughout this album. But if you're an Afropop purist, which I am partially, I could see as to why this LP would turn you off, because in some ways it is a little sanitized, it is a little simplified. You know, it's not exactly like how A Hawk and a Hacksaw authentically recreates music from the Eastern Bloc. But if you like your music with a bit of worldly spice, in the same vein that Vampire Weekend sort of puts a worldly spice into their music, I could see this thing being a perfect summer record for you. My biggest gripe about this album is that I really can't commit to it just because so many of the songs either sound the same to me or simply kind of just breeze by, just strike me as unmemorable. I've sat through this album time and time again, and yet after I sort of distance myself from it, I can't really remember all that much about it. But while it's on, it strikes me as very sweet and enjoyable. And the vocals are a little too sedate for me from time to time, and though this is nice, when I listen to it, it kind of makes me want to listen to some real Afrobeat and Afropop music. But if you're looking for something that is good mood inducing, some indie pop with an African twist, some great percussion, even greater grooves, some swoon-worthy vocals, and at least several standout tracks, I highly recommend this record. I'm kind of feeling a decent or light 5 on it. I'm really on the fence with it, though there are, like I said, a couple songs that really kind of strike me as, this is good. But let me know what you think of this record. Give it a listen, look for some of the tracks, listen to some in the D-Box, and that's it. Anthony Fantano, Club 8, The People's Record, forever.